Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Everyman Show. It's not even a regular one, to be quite honest, ladies and gentlemen. This is our 150th episode. Did I say, why do people say 150? Like, I'm only going like 100 and then I add 50 separately. Like, I did two separate things all together.
I think $1.50 sounds urban.
It does,
and $1.50 is also a cut as well in New York City.
Yeah, you just don't say 150.
It's like, yeah, I got $1.50. Like, who cut you?
Yeah.
you gotta do 150.
150.
That way they know it's dollars.
Right. But it is our 150th episode, ladies and gentlemen. I have gone through 149 episodes, making this one the special one. I said, you know what? I can't just do this in Miami. You know what I mean? I said, it's got to get special. I got to do something that signifies 150. So what did I do? I found one of my best friends in New York City. And I said, hey, man, where the fuck you been? He says, bitch, you owe me money. I said, I got $5. Come meet me in the studio. Here we are. Paul P. My man. Boy, I am so happy to see you. Listen, knowing that you were going to come here and hang out with us, it was like an emotional thing for me, man. Honestly, like, you know, I want to get home all right. You're crying now, but I'm crying on the inside too. You know, Karate Man cries on the inside. So, you know, when I found out Paul P was gonna come and hang out and be a part of this whole thing, I was just like, man, this is my brother. I have not seen this guy in well over 5 years.
That's crazy.
You know, I'm on my 5th season, and we were probably a year before that he was up here, I think, in New York already. So having you here, man, I said, I gotta mark this, the 150th episode. It's gotta be special. I need my brother. It is a reunion. You guys see,
so you just skipped a bunch of episodes and made 150. You like, yo, we just gonna make it 150.
Yeah, I said,
like, you know what?
We start. Yeah,
we had 125. But pause here. Fuck it, let's make this shit special. Let's skip to 25 and just hit 50.
I did. Listen, the way the schedule was looking, the 150th episode was going to overlap with some other projects that we're working on, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I want to save that 150th episode. Mm-hmm. So I said, it has to be special, and things were just coming along, man. And when I knew he was going to join us on board here, this was like, yo, has to happen. Has to happen. And sitting with me is our guest, another comedian. This gentleman here, I've spoken to a couple times recently, and guys, you guys are in for a real treat. I had to save him for the 150th episode. We've got my man, Steve, right?
Absolutely.
Or did you want to be more professional?
No, Steve. It's actually Steve, because I'm Haitian. We don't do that.
Okay, cool. So you don't Steve.
Yeah, just to make my name special, they make it a nickname.
You know, in Miami, you're not Steve, right? In Miami, you're not Steve.
Steve. Steve.
Steve.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's Steve.
The E is invisible and
right.
It's invisible.
It's E in there. Yeah, for sure. And guys, and not just did I bring two special guests to come hang out with me in this 150th episode. I'm doing this bitch in New York City. That's right, people. We are here live in Times Square. Courtesy of my friends here at the Stew, letting us borrow their studio to do these episodes. It is a special time, and I'm bringing it for you guys. We're going to do this right on the 150th. I said I need New York to come and represent and get the 150th episode on and popping. So that's what I did. I got New York in this bitch. I had to do it to you guys. I'm sorry, not sorry. Starting with the show. Guys, again, Paul, it's been so long since I haven't seen you, my man. A lot of people don't know who you are personally or on this show, but you know, you're another comedian that was from Miami and came up here. It's been a while for you. But tell me, man, like, how have you been since then? And this is like a for real question. This isn't just for the viewers. This is just kind of like for me. But how have you been then? You know?
Well, I learned how to read.
That's how you got to this show. He said, I didn't know how to read John. I kept reading on.
Ever since. Just, paying for foods and stuff.
John's thinking to be like, man, John knew a lot of homeless people back then.
Nah, but it's good. It's good to be here, man. Everything's good. You know, comedy's good. You do it. You know, I'm glad the pandemic's over. Most importantly, you get an opportunity to hang out with some great people, and you know, just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Just try to keep moving in a positive direction. Being here is important. Definitely spending time with Steve. Haven't seen Steve in a long time. Work with both of you guys in great capacity. So definitely, everything's on the up and up. You know, I'll be on Netflix. Using my girl's password.
You too?
Yeah, you know,
me too, man. Next week.
Lucky you, she don't want to pay for this shit no more for me. Look, at least you guys on it.
Oh, tell me, man. So you're out here. You're working on the comedy scene. How's that going for you out here in New York? Have you felt the difference of being the comedian from Miami now being the comedian from New York?
I don't really feel the difference. It's really just comedy to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really what the audience gives you is what you get back in a sense. You know what I mean? And it's really that. You know, I think like Steve can say that. You know, any room you do it, the same thing in Miami. As long as you're having a good time. We've all been in those rooms where everybody's sitting there and they like, man, fuck comedy, but I'm here tonight. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know what? Why'd you come? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's so weird, those shows. I feel like those shows are cool if you're doing a set.
Yeah.
But if you're hosting, oh my god!
I do want to say thank you for having me on here.
Yeah, no, honestly, P, I'm glad you're here. You know, I just had a curious question. So, what's your opinion right now with comedy being, it's been a while for both of us, you know, but what's your perspective now? Because I knew it then, but what's your perspective now with comedy and doing it now in two different cities now for a good while?
Well, I'll tell you now, it's really all the same, man. Have fun, be loose, and ultimately just don't really give more than you're getting.
Yeah.
And then give it your all at the same time. You know, no room or no microphone is bigger than the other one, but at the same time, respect every moment and, you know, have fun with it. Because at the end of the day, in 100 years, it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
It's true. You know, it's true, man.
You have to step out.
Yeah, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. This is Paul P. Paul P. Before you go, man, if you just want to,
absolutely.
If you want to let people know, or you want them to follow you, or you don't want them to follow you.
Yeah. You follow me on Instagram, IG Paul P. My account will probably be deactivated by the time you see this. So, no bad. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is.
This is the only way you can follow him now. Just follow the Everyman Podcast Show, and you can see.
And just look for him.
Right.
On the 300 episode, you already know he's coming. Even if we gotta skip 150, make it the next one. 151, 300.
Yeah, listen. I'm chopping up this one episode and I'm spreading it.
We spreading that shit like COVID.
Lead the city.
I got you.
Give me up.
All right, Paul. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. The legendary Paul P. My friend, we'll hope to see you again.
Thank you. I didn't vote for Obama.
Don't stay lost, man.
I did the first time. The first time, nigga, you lying. The first time we all did.
All right.
Good.
So tell me about your childhood.
Actually, I just came back from my hometown that I grew up in.
Oh yeah, where's that?
Richard Park, Bergen County.
I'll leave the city though.
I bet. I'll hit you up as soon as I get out.
Alright, hit me up.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
What area is that?
Bergen County, North Jersey.
Listen.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I'm in like high school, but like.
I am literally over there right now.
Where at?
I'm staying over. I'm in Edgewater right now.
Okay, I know where Edgewater is.
I'm by Edgewater, but my fiance, shout out to my love over there, Tiffany. She's from there.
Where?
She grew up North Bergen.
North Bergen.
Yeah, Bergen.
Yeah, North Bergen. So North Bergen is a city. It's like 5 miles away from that, but it's more or less North Bergen is the Hispanic version of my city.
She's Dominican.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I said it's the Hispanic version of.
And we were there.
Yeah.
As soon as I got up here, I touched down in Newark, and we went to.
So you went on the gypsy bus.
No.
But you saw the white buses that go down Bergen Line.
Yes.
Yeah, those are the white buses. I remember the first time I hopped on that bus, and it's funny. It's like once you're in a predominantly Spanish area and you're black with hair, you become Spanish.
Yes.
You get me?
It's true.
Like once you're in, like especially like this, like once you're in a Hispanic area and you're not super dark with long hair, you're Spanish. That's it.
To me, I swear, if I saw you coming down the street, I would have thought you were Dominican.
I'm Haitian.
Yeah, but it's just The guests who would tell me Haitian, be like, the last thing I would have.
Yeah, nah, but it's the same people, just different languages.
I would have been coming up and like, que la vaina, tío.
Like, oye, loco, ya tú sabes, dímelo. So, he was like, yo, primo. I'm like, actually, I'm just Haitian. I'm
Before the
Haitian,
Haitian
I was like, I just got a really great barber.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful with the Spanish word because if they fall for it, the Spanish just gets faster.
I'm like, bro, I can't, bro. I was like, bro, I can't. I was like, you just trimmed my mustache too low this week, bro. I swear, nigga. I swear, bro, I'm black. And nigga, just half a centimeter, bro. You already know the vibes, bro.
You go answer your phone and be in your mom. Sac passe, man.
Oye, loco. Oh, yeah.
So you're from Bergen?
Yeah, I'm from I would say North Jersey, Bergen County, but my area is more like suburbs, more like white people.
Okay, so you grew up in those parts over there, and what was that like? You know, the suburb life out here.
It was cool, man. Like it's weird, yo. Like I really love the fact that I was raised in a small town. Like I didn't like that shit at all before. Like initially, like I don't feel like anybody that grows up in a small town likes that shit. But I think growing up in the city, since you don't have that sense of community, and like also like since people don't really know your shit, you're not really checked. You feel me? I feel like when you're in a small town, you gotta keep your shit tight. You feel what I'm saying? Because everybody knows your business. Everybody knows your business. So you're being checked. You get what I'm saying? You're used to having eyes on you, so you know how to move properly. And like I think like people don't have that, and I think it's very like I'm very, very fortunate to have that and like understand that like yo, people be watching you, like don't be stupid.
Exactly.
You feel me?
I mean, in the big city, you're thinking no one's ever watching.
Yeah, no.
But I can see exactly what you're talking about. You know, we just recently had some guests from Central Florida, and one of the things that you would hear repeatedly throughout their conversations is just how small the town is and how much everybody knows each other. I mean, we would talk to one, and then the next one would come on, and he's talking pretty much about the same circles that the last person was talking. I'm like, super small, and they're in two different towns.
It's just like that. Like I went back to my town, and I'm sitting there, and I like waved to like 5 people. I haven't been there in probably 6 years.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I mean my face is exactly the same, so literally people don't think it. But it's just, and not even that. There's not that many black people in the town anyway.
Right.
Like you got literally, there's like you're related to most of the black people in the town. Like legitimately, I remember like your coach is a cop. So like I was lucky because I got to grow up. You get me? Like if I was in the hood, I'd be a terrible kid. Yeah, I did shit with my white friends, so I was just a fucking kid having fun, and I'm so fortunate for being privileged in that sense. Like I'm incredibly fortunate. Like I'm super privileged. I'm very, very lucky to have that opportunity and understand. But at the same time, like I dealt with shit being the only black person as well. You feel me? But like you can look at it either which way. It's a double-edged sword.
Exactly. I mean, you have your pros and cons.
Yeah, you get me. But like ultimately, you can always take the good from it, and I think you should focus on the good because there's always going to be bad everywhere. So for me, I'm happy that I got the education. I'm happy I understand how to navigate myself amongst white people. I'm happy that I understand I understand beef, how people really are, what shit really truly matters, community, things of that sort, care, yada yada yada, having people that give a shit about you and like really vested in you. So like for me, that overshadows maybe like the little like nuances of racism and shit, thinking that you dumber than you are, not knowing how to handle a black kid, yada yada yada. Like you get me? I could have took a negative shit, but like I got so much positive shit that I was able to capitalize off of. That for me, like I'm definitely super fortunate that like we were in Brooklyn for like a few years, and then we went to the burbs, and like on God.
Yeah, I was like,
oh God, bro. I was like, oh God, yo. Had skills, activities, and shit. Started developing. Like it was definitely.
You know what? You grew up in up here in Jersey, in these parts.
I grew up in Jersey, but I got funny in Brooklyn.
You got funny in Brooklyn.
I got funny in Brooklyn.
So that's what I wanted to get to.
I got
when
funny
did it really
in
started for you? When did you really start to think of comedy?
I mean, I would say I probably started thinking of comedy 2006, 2007.
Okay, so were you young or?
Yeah, I mean, how old was I? I was like 20 years old.
Yeah?
I was like 19, 20. And I was doing retail. I was doing retail for like 3-4 years at the time, since I was 16. And like, I was crushing, and people were like, "Damn, bro!" And like, I mean, I've always been funny. Like, I've always been funny, and I've always been a performer. Always.
When you say funny, because, and I know this is the premise for a lot of us. They say we're funny, but it's usually the right way to say that is that we're conversational funny.
Well, no. I would roast people.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no. I would roll.
Man.
Oh yeah, no.
I would duck from you.
Oh, you kidding me, bro? Bruh, everybody had apples in their mouth. I was roasting motherfuckers on God, bro. Yo, listen, like, it's funny. Like, I was roasting everybody on sight. It didn't matter who it was. And the thing is, I was roasting whether it was jokes, whether it was raps, whether it was poems, whether it was spoken word. Nigga, I didn't give a fuck the platform I was roasting you on. God. I was like, you want to pick it. Pick it. Now, I'll do whatever lane. And I'm gonna roast you in that lane. Brother,
so you had it naturally in you. You just weren't the conversational fun.
Yeah, I wasn't the conversation. It's like when I was younger, when in my early years, I was super shy. I was like a really fat kid, super shy, but I wrote a lot of poetry. I always wrote poetry. And I remember I was like in the second grade, and I won a competition, got my poem published and shit.
Second grade.
Yeah. I mean, I was in the burbs, so they care about kids.
Oh my God. This isn't Florida, people.
Exactly. Yeah. But also, my fucking trash ass, whack ass teacher disqualified me from art competition because she thought I traced and I didn't trace. Bitch, I'm that motherfucking talented. I stopped drawing, but you a hoe. You a ho.
Fuck you, art teacher.
Exactly.
So wait, so you can draw? You were drawing?
I don't draw well anymore. I draw okay.
But still, you were drawing. You were doing poetry.
Yeah, because the thing is, I was drawing and doing poetry because I didn't really interact that much. So I just expressed, you know, what I was fucking with.
But did your parents recognize it?
Nah, my parents were Haitian, man. They was just trying to survive, nigga. You got food? You got food? You want what? Nigga, in Haitian, we got three things, the 3 L's. L'église, l'école, lacaille.
What does that mean?
L'église is church, l'école is school, lacaille is your home, nigga. That's it. L'église, l'école, lacaille. L'église, l'école, lacaille. Mom, I want to see what my friends are. Why do I pay rent for you to sleep somewhere else?
Listen.
You sleep in your bed.
I know exactly what you're getting at. I think we had a guest tell us this a while back. You know, with Haitian parents, artistry, entertainment isn't a career.
Yeah, bro.
Like, you're not a professional.
Yeah, bro. Because the thing is, they're better than you at that. You get what I'm saying? These are the funniest people, the most thingy, and they're like, listen, I'm more funny than you. I don't make money. Who's gonna pay you?
But that's how they are.
Exactly.
If you over there talking about you want to tell jokes, you better be like, you want to be a politician.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, I tell jokes. Joke what pay you. What you say? Joke man. You did joke.
I've seen parents, like I'm picturing someone's mom right now talking to a kid saying that.
So disrespectful, but in the same breath, like I remember my mom. My mom was so confident and wrong at the same time. Like she was like Wednesday. She never said Wednesday. She said Wednesday. And I'm like, yo, you the same bitch telling me what to do in my life? Come on, my nigga. You say Wednesday. And you know what makes it funny? Wednesday is hump day too. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Back on the Wednesday, you don't know Wednesday? It's the middle. It's the up.
Oh my God, yo! Is your mom now supportive of this?
No, my mom actually passed away in 2000.
Oh my God, man! R.I.P. to your mom.
Yeah, nah, it's cool. But my sister raised me. That's when we moved to the burbs. But it's like, I don't know. It's like one of those things. It's like it's a double-edged sword. I think
your early stages of when you were about to be a comedian.
Yeah.
So where did that moment happen for you?
All right. So I came back. I did a lot of acting school. I did some off-Broadway school. Did some theater, did some voiceover. I was in the city like 22, 23. Okay. And I just came back from like a 4-year, I was 23. And I just came back from a 3-year door-to-door stint. Just doing door-to-door across the country and shit. And before I left to do a door-to-door, I was doing a lot of off-Broadway, and I hated that shit because, like, if someone sucked, that means I suck. And I'm like, I don't suck.
When you say off-Broadway, you're doing, like, theater plays?
Yeah, I was doing theater plays, like, in bars and shit, like, small studios, da-da-da. So I was doing, like, that was, like, my thing. I used to predominantly be a theater. If I were the king.
You did all that shit?
Yeah.
You broke in the scene and shit?
Yeah.
That is a challenge,
That
man.
was my
I get
thing.
it to you. Now that is real performance.
That was, I mean...
That's pressure right there for you.
It is, but I don't know. I'm an entertainer, dog.
But listen, you have to be that way.
Yeah.
Because look, man, theater to me is one of the most pressure-ridden the categories of performing. Because here's the thing, you gotta be on cue with your lines.
Yeah.
Okay. This isn't like acting where you fuck up a line
and then you redo. No. Theater is definitely like
it's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, no.
You have to have somewhat genuine talent.
And you gotta be fucking disciplined. Yo, talent don't mean shit without discipline, bro.
Yeah.
Like real talk, bro. Like I used to think, like, I'm a passionate dude. I'm very, very passionate. I used to think passion was the most important thing, bro. It's discipline, dog. Discipline is the most important thing. Passion ain't shit without discipline, bro.
It's true.
Because passion, like, is cool and everything, but you need discipline. Because passion is the same passion that you don't have to get up to do this shit.
Yeah. Listen, man. I was just having that conversation with Jack, and I was telling him about that, man. There's two components when when we were talking about comedy in that moment, but there's two components. There's the comedy or acting, whatever the hell you want to do. And then there's the business side. Yeah. There's two different type of skills. Yeah. And
both require discipline.
They do.
Both require discipline.
It's very easy to get into the realm of the fun side, if you will, of getting into a project, learning new comedy techniques or whatever. But none of it will hold water. Any of it, if you do not focus on the business side, you're just doing something for the sake of doing something.
Absolutely, No, I definitely agree with that, and that's like one of the things that I am learning, because it's like I didn't have that. It's like I was in the Village for like 2 years straight, just performing probably like 25, 30 times a week.
Paul Pete, real quick, you just said the Villages, and I just want to see what this is all about. And he says, ask him about being the mayor.
Yo, nigga. I ain't nigga. Yo, listen. Alright, listen, bro. Listen. So, McDougal Street. Alright, so McDougal Street or whatever is the West Village. It's like the mecca of comedy. It's literally the like literally just the mecca. You got the Stand, not the Stand, what am I talking about? You got Fat Black Pussycat, you got fucking the Cellar, like literally. And then you just got the neighborhood, you feel me? It's everything. So I sold tickets at the Pier. It was like one of the clubs over there, And like, bro, like on God, bro, like nigga, I get free pizza at Artichoke Pizza. I got free cookies. Like the thing about it is, it's like, that for me was everything. It was the first time I truly got to like break out and do comedy. I did comedy full time for 2 years in New York City, bro. I paid my bills doing stand-up comedy in New York City, bro.
That says you're doing
You get what I'm saying? Like I paid my bills and I was doing all this shit and I was living my life and like literally I paid my bills doing comedy in New York City. And it's like I had home, like on the block, bro, I got homeless homies, I got drug dealer homies, I got bouncer homies, nigga, I got cookie homies, I got delivery bike homies, I got every nigga on God, bro. Everybody's my thing, and that's like one of the things it was. It's like I had a falling out with the producer of the show or whatever, and it's cool, it is what it is. But like I'm like, yo, my nigga, like you don't get it, bro. Like that shit don't mean nothing, you feel me, nigga? Like I am always me, bro. Like to this day, it's like there was this one nigga, he was relatively iconic, my homie Blinky, and he used to twerk on McDougal for like, that was his thing, homies dude, he would twerk. And like anytime when somebody would try to record him, I'd be like, yo, my nigga, put your fucking phone down. If you didn't pay him, don't record it. You get what I'm saying? And like that was just like my people's, bro. I'm talking about one day I lost my wallet, my nigga gave me $20, bro. A homeless nigga gave me $20.
Damn.
But you feel me? And I'm like, I gave it to him at the end of the night when I made my bread, but I'm just like, he hit me up like a few months ago, like 6 months ago. He's been sober for like a year. He's like, yo, I want to let you know, thank you so much for holding me down, yada yada. You was always there, da da da. And I'm like, bro, that's the nigga I am. You get what I'm saying? You can't take shit from me. You feel me? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, till this day, nigga, I walk down, ain't no IDs, anything, nigga. What you talking about, bro? Nigga, you try to get a slice, nigga. You been there for an hour, you can't get a slice, nigga. You can't get no slice. Fuck you mean, nigga. Exactly. So like for me, I'm like, I don't care. Like I transcend. And like for me, it's not about any of this shit. I'm like, bro, I got people power, my nigga. I was like,
so that's how they dubbed you the mayor of Greenwich Village.
Yo, bro, I'm just that nigga, bro.
When he said that to me, I said, what?
That means, that means when I walk down there, niggas know who the fuck I am, and niggas stop to acknowledge who the fuck I am.
Wow, man. That's dope, man.
So it's just like, it's a village, like I got like, for even, if it's one block and it's one thing, like I got that. And like, it's been probably like a year since I performed. Actually not a year since I performed in the village, but like, I haven't, to this day, nigga, on God, nigga, eyes lighting up, bro. No, literally, fuck a son, nigga. Let me walk down the block anytime, bro.
Man, like I'm starting to feel nothing to that effect, but I'm starting to feel my little bit of notoriety now down in Miami, man. You know, I'm getting to a point where, you know, I'm meeting all these new artists sometimes, and you know, I never come with the approach of I'm John Everyman. You know,
yeah, no, I don't come with that approach either. I can care less.
I always come with the notion of you don't know me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just someone that you're meeting for the first time.
Yeah.
You know, not knowing name or nothing. So when I do that, I try to extend my hand to go say hello.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, how you doing? And then by the time I say they're finishing my name for me. They're like, you're John Everyman, and I'm like, well, I didn't know we were gonna hit this level of life. This is interesting.
No, it's definitely dope.
It feels good, man. It feels nice to know that, you know, you're recognized for.
Well, I mean, that's
things.
the work, though. That's the thing, and I think that's why you really don't look for that. You just look for who you are and do what you do. You get me? It's just about, like, it really isn't about, like, even me, like, for any of that. Like, it's always about, like, the people I encounter every day, and it's just about, like, for me, like I told you, like, doing pull up with the niggas in Times Square was like my most lit thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because that's real. You feel me?
No, to me, it's just fascinating, and you know, just talking to you here and listening to you, you know, I can see where your personality, you know, does these things, you know, and you put yourself in these perspectives, and it makes sense, you know, just listening to you, man. You do seem to have that type of presence where it's almost a larger than life presence, and you know, when you have someone like that in the room, you gotta respect that, you know, or appreciate it, to say the least, you know, because someone like that can do special things.
I appreciate that.
And they can affect the room in a very good way, or in a bad way, depending.
Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah.
So you're in comedy now, right? You're still doing comedy to this day. What have you done throughout your comedy career? How much have you gotten? What are some of the more notable things?
Hoboken Comedy Festival, and then I was featured in the New York Times too.
Really?
Yeah, I was featured in the New York Times for selling tickets, actually.
Oh, for the Bringer show?
Well, they had a, you know, what's that? There's this Crashing on HBO.
Yeah.
It's about one of the dudes that sold tickets, comedy tickets.
Yeah.
Pete, and that's my homie. So the New York Times made an article about him, and then one night I was just chilling, whatever, and they saw me, and they're like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, "Nigga, I'm happy, bro. I live life, bro." I'm like, "Nigga, I fuck bitches and I tell jokes. What you mean, bro? This shit is lit." And somebody was walking by, I'm like, "Yo, Brad, you trying to see a comedy show?" He's like, "You call him Brad?" I'm like, "Nigga, if he look like Brad, why not?" Fuck you mean, bro? What?
Everyone down in Miami's Jose. Shout out to all my Jose's.
Yeah, exactly. Like, fuck you, nigga, look like Brad. Nigga. So you Brad. But you mad, Karen? Fuck, leave me alone. Yeah.
And they ended up writing about you.
Yeah, they put me in the article, and that was kind of like I would say definitely like one of my bigger things as far as comedy in New York. I mean, I'm past the club, also got my face up at the Grizzly Paris, so I'm definitely happy about that. So realistically, like, I thought about that once I got my face up on the wall and I got passed. I'm like, if I ended comedy right now, I've gotten further than most 90% of comedians.
That says a lot.
I was like, just at that point, so like, I'm happy, but like right now, I'm just more focused on building something that can't be taken away from me.
There's Because that was one of the questions I wanted to ask you. You know, you're building some. We got management rushing you.
Yeah, 100%.
We got to get going.
Yeah.
So listen, you know, and I'd love to sit here and just keep going with you, but I know our time is short here. Where are you performing now?
Me, I do the Tiny Cupboard in Brooklyn, and I do Smokes and Joke Show out in Bushwick as well. So I'm typically in Brooklyn for the most part, until I start kind of just producing my own thing. Right now, it's just more about focusing and just like starting and doing it. Again, I'm like, I do shows here and there, but I don't do nothing for free. I just don't. Like, I'm good. Like I love comedy, but I love me more. You know, that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. You know, I feel that I'm in that capacity of like I don't care if I'm established or not.
Yeah.
I don't care if I headlined or not. I'm not doing this shit for free.
Yeah, exactly.
I need bills to pay. Like, if not, then I'll go invest in myself.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, you get me? Like, I'll do that shit in the park for free and have fun myself.
Exactly.
You get me? Like, I go down the block and do it for free, nigga. I ain't traveling for free, nigga. You know how much gas?
Exactly.
But you know how many people dying on the subway, nigga? You want me to die on the subway for, you know, lost your mind, boy. And I'm gonna die with pee on me because the homeless person gonna do it? No, I'm good, bro.
Steve, man, I'm so sorry that, you know, we're doing a little gauntlet style stuff here, but, you know, I do plan to come back to New York. I want to try to stake a little bit of a fork out here and, you know, just try to,
I'm with it.
You know, meet more comedians, hear more stories, come back to some of the stories I couldn't finish up while I was up here and do that. And you know what, if you're ever in Miami, man, please
I'll definitely let you know.
Yeah,
hopefully sooner than later. It's been a while. Actually, I was down there, I had an ex down there for a little bit, so I was in Miami for a good little stint. It was always funny because Haitian people never knew I was Haitian.
No, it's just
it's like, you look like a rock star. I'm like, nigga, you stupid, bro. I was like, your hair does the same thing, bro.
What was your favorite place in Miami to visit?
I would say probably Wynwood, just cause.
Wynwood?
Yeah, just cause I mean that was like the time I went. I haven't been there before, but like to be real talk, like Miami too fucking thing. I ain't into that shit no more. You get me? Like, nigga old now, bro. Like,
it's
I'm just trying to chill. Yeah, it's definitely like I do it for work, but I ain't doing it for jerk. You get me?
Exactly.
That's where I'm at right now.
Steve, where can people follow you?
Stand Up Steve.
Stand Up Steve.
Stand Up Steve. Yes, I just quit, so I am no longer private.
All right.
I was private, but now my shit is for free.
Look at that.
Nigga ain't got no panties. What's up? Fuck out of here, nigga. Hike it. What's up?
Do you have any comedy specials people can look at?
You can just check me up on YouTube. I got some old shit from like 5 years ago. You know, that way you see some old shit, you like it. Imagine the new shit. You liking the old?
Can't wait for the 2020.
It's new to you though.
Exactly. That's what I tell people. Yeah. I go, y'all might think you tired of each other, but when I go on that next show, it's just brand new, baby.
Exactly. I was like, bro, y'all never heard.
So I'm telling new jokes every night.
I never heard it. You never heard it. And how many times you listen to that whack ass Don't Stop Believing? Nigga, I'm gonna say this joke 30 more times. Fuck out of here before I play Sweet Caroline and kick everybody out.
Listen, man, I'm dying to pick your brain here further, but I
you already know wifey, bro.
Yeah. So, Steve, man, did you have a good time?
I had a fucking blast, bro. We killed 150. Shout out to you. Celebrate the $150. Even we had to skip a few shows to get there. Welcome to New York. We actually got a homeless guy, paid him a turkey sandwich and a dollar slice to hurt somebody to make sure we get the ambulance noise and make that shit authentic.
Y'all already know how those.
You already not know. You were like, what? Those are sound effects? Nah, we made that shit happen. Preparation. You prepare. You fail to prepare. You prepare to fail. We prepared.
Exactly. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
This out 150 episodes. We couldn't do it without you guys and the support of all you guys. To our fans up there in California, Mountain View. To our fans up in Houston and Texas. Colorado Springs in Colorado.
You already know. Roll the Rockies.
Miami.
You already
shout out
know.
to my friends up here in New York. You guys can check this out. I got plenty of more guests for you. You're going to see what New York is all about, people. See you on the next one. Make sure you click like and subscribe.
Subscribe, share, and be like, who the fuck was that handsome black dude from New York?
John Everyman.
Because you black in New York.
All right, we out, people. Deuces.
Windows, lights off. Okay, I was just making
You don't
sure.
pay me enough.
Yeah, the sound guy says it's over. Fuck you. I don't even care if I got nothing to do with the electricity. I'm just out of here.